Yes.
Do you like yourself more now after this movie?
I like myself a lot more now after making the movie. The movie did a lot. Thank you. The biggest thing has been after putting it out and meeting people and talking to people after screenings or getting the odd email from someone and knowing that they related to the story that I was trying to tell. That did a lot for my self-confidence. So, yeah. Yes?
Have you had a chance to meet Conan O'Brien?
I've not. I know that the trailer made its way to him through the circuitous way of things go, but as far as I know, they passed on bringing me on the show. They didn't actually watch the film, he just watched the trailer.
I have a question about the odd girl that made all those odd...
The evil blonde girl, yes.
Did she get back to you after she saw the film? And if she did get back to you, what did she have to comment then?
She did not get back to me. As far as I know, she's not seen it. I know that friends of mine in Edinburgh tell me they see her on the streets pretty often, and they always want to walk up to her and be like, "You're that evil woman from Scott's film." But no one's done it. But I did see on Facebook that somebody in Edinburgh posted it, and then one of that person's friends tagged her and said, "Do you know you're in this?" But then she never commented underneath it, so I don't know. I can tell you that she's a lawyer, and I live in fear of getting a letter saying cease and desist. But she signed a release. So the only other thing I can tell you about her is, so that interview actually lasted 25 minutes long. She just kept going and going and going, and I just kept giving her more rope just to see how far she'd go. The worst thing she says is actually, if you go online, if you Google Being Ginger deleted scene on YouTube, there's another 3 minutes, and the worst thing she says is in that. There just wasn't room for it in the actual film. Afterwards, after I finished that interview, I was talking with Ben, and Ben and I didn't know how I was going to end the film. We had no clue where it was going. And at that point I thought, there's got to be a reason that she feels this way. There's got to be some story. And I really wanted to know what it was. And I also thought maybe I could save her. So because she's a friend of a friend, I was able to get in touch with her again. And I said, "Can I just buy you a pint? Like, I'm not asking you on a date. I just want to thank you for that interview, because I really needed that interview to prove that this does exist." And we sat down at a pub, this exact same pub from the first date actually, for about 2 hours, and had a really good time. And yeah, she wasn't having it. It was never going to happen. And she told me that if I did a crowdfunding campaign and raised £6,000, she'd kiss me for £6,000. But that was like the bare minimum. And I thought about doing that. But no, I wasn't going to waste £6,000 on getting her to kiss me. But yeah, that's her story. I live in fear of getting a letter from her. Go ahead.
Was your next thought that if you finally found a redhead attractive, that someone would actually find you attractive? Like, could you make that connection? Because that was my very first.
No, I never made that connection. I'm thick. I'm thick. I'm not that smart.
Are you making it now? Because you are very attractive, and people are like, it's all in your head.
Thank you very much. No, I never made the connection between liking myself and no, I'm just not that smart. What I've learned now is about self-confidence in general, that you have to at least fake it. And I've learned that people always said to me how self-confidence is attractive, and I never really understood that. And when I sit now and watch the film, I want to punch myself sometimes when I see myself in the film. And I think I've learned the value of having self-confidence and how important that is. So if that answers your question. Who in the balcony, if I would start? Go ahead.
Have you been back to the Redheaded Festival?
Yeah, I went back. So that was 2 years ago, and then I went back last year when it played there. And we had even more people for the big photograph, and that was amazing doing that screening. That was where I had my previous largest screening of about 190. And then it'll be again this year, the first weekend in September. And it's actually the Sunday, the day of the big photograph, is my birthday. So I'm hoping to go back and no camera and just be myself there for once. Yes?
I'm one of your proud Kickstarter mamas.
Thank you very much.
I want to know if your sequel will also be a Kickstarter.
I will crowdfund the second film. That's also part of the reason why I'm asking for people's email addresses. No one would fund my film. I tried BBC Scotland, I tried everybody, and no one told me. Everyone said there's no audience for this. So I'm completely dependent on people's generosity. So thank you very much for supporting the film. Yeah, absolutely. Let me put my bags down for a second. Pardon me. I've since dated a redhead, so I'm over that thing now. So it's
Well done.
Thank you.
Done. I'm glad this,
Right,
this
and
movie
if
worked
you're
for you.
lucky, maybe you'll lose your hair like me. You know?
it is. It's thinning. I freak out now. It's like my whole life I hated it, and now I'm losing it, and I'm mad.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, you gotta find happiness inside.
I'm happy. Don't worry. I'm happy.
Long hair
I'm just
too.
wondering if you like the term ginger, because I personally hate it.
I know a lot of North Americans who hate it, and I
Yeah.
think it's a new thing. Like, it
Yeah.
didn't become popular here till South Park.
Right.
Back in, like,
exactly.
05.
I think that's definitely why I have such like a negative view of
Yeah.
the term ginger.
But in the UK, that's just the word. There's no
Exactly.
getting around it.
My
So if I
brother-
was offended by it, I would be offended all day, every day.
Right.
So I just decided to accept, all right, this is what they call me, screw it.
Right, exactly.
I was very moved by the bullying part. I know it was supposed to be bullying.
It's both. It's both. I can accept that it's both
I
now.
got my ass kicked until I was 14. So
I'm sorry.
I turned out okay.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah. They called me Carrot Top, and I got smart assy, and I'm like, Carrot Top's green. And then
And it doesn't help. Being smart doesn't always help.
No, my nice new white pants.
I'm back, by the way. We've emailed a couple times.
Yes. Thanks for coming.
Of course. I'm looking forward to it. No, I definitely got a lot of.
That's what, honestly, like, I'm glad that they let redheads in for free, because the real hard thing is trying to get people to come see it, and people always assume it's only a film for redheads. But I wanted to make a film that was for anyone who's ever felt different for any reason, who's ever been bullied, who's ever
I don't know
been.
if you've ever been to Calgary, Alberta,
I've not.
but that's where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah. The part where you're talking
I'll
about,
imagine. I've known some people from Alberta, so I'll imagine.
when we're talking about standing out,
Yeah.
always being associated with something very painful. I'm just like, yep. I get it.
It's a very awkward. The thing that I think made it the most awkward for me was that no one understood. And the amazing thing, like I was sort of saying with the screening, going around and talking to people and having someone come up to me and tell me that they got it, even though you're not a redhead, just getting that is like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who, and that's, for me, that's why I made the film, was to tell other people that
No,
they weren't the
it's
only
really
one.
well done.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, Bet.
Bet.
My name is Bet.
Nice to meet you.
This is my friend Nancy who's taking pictures.
Okay.
I want a hug. I'm your Kickstarter.
Hold on.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
I am so excited, and I've been telling my friends every place. I backed your film because I used to have a boyfriend who was a redhead.
Okay.
He loved acting being a redhead, but he also obsessed about it, which I'd never known anybody with. You know, I had auburn hair and I liked it, but it was just there. When you pitched it on Kickstarter, I thought, this is about the kind of thing, only more so that Roger was like, you know? Good things.
Yeah.
And your thing is mostly good things, so a lot of it's
Mostly
sad.
good.
It's sad, and you do it well.
Thank you very much.
So I look forward to backing your next one.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. It meant I could not have finished the film without the Kickstarter backers.
I just love how real you were, sharing. So it made me realize, you know, what you went through.
You okay?
It's really great. Yeah, I gotta
It's all right.
be nice to.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So what's your second film going to be like?
I haven't decided. I've got two options, and I haven't, you know, I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet on one or the other. One will be about romantic comedies and about how I've seen too many, and it'll be set in Paris. And the other one is slightly more serious, and I'm not quite ready to talk about it yet. I haven't really decided yet. But hopefully I'll know in the next 4 or 5 months, and we'll be able to start shooting.
Hey,
Hi.
we were playing, I can guess how old you are?
Yeah?
34?
Close?
32.
No, I said 33.
33.
33. Well, I mean, I say in the film. To be fair, I say in the film how old I am.
You were 32 in the film.
I was a week shy of my 32nd birthday,
Okay.
and that was a year and a half ago.
Oh, that's like a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give you a high five because it's super cool that you made a movie. So,
Thank you.
Good job.
I'll give you a hug because it's different from a high five.
I'm not too sweaty, right?
I'm super sweaty, so it's fine.
Hi.
Been waiting around for a while.
Thank you for
trying to
waiting.
Swoop in. I may not appear to be ginger, but I'm kind of am.
Yeah, I
You
can.
know,
I
like
can. There's a tinge, but you're
Yeah.
also your eyebrows are very dark.
Yeah, I know. I'm weird.
Well, I would say lucky, but you know. Hi. Steph.
Steph, yeah.
Scott. Nice to meet you.
I love the movie. I really appreciate it. It was really funny and honest.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's just a really good movie, and thank
thanks for bringing out to Toronto.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Can we get a little selfie here?
Absolutely.
Okay.